It just doesn't matter. 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 It just doesn't matter.
Now, the problem for me, it's not about color. It's not about white and black. This is a very reductive way to talk about things. This is the way that Americans talk about it. I'm very sorry. Like, I come from Egypt. Egypt has a very diverse color palette. People can look like me or they can look deeper skin tone like Anwar Sadat, who comes from a Nubian origin. It's not about black and white. It's not about black and white. It's not about black and white.
It just doesn't matter. 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 It just doesn't matter.
At the end, it doesn't matter the color of your skin. Shemai was Egyptian. At the end, it doesn't matter the color of your skin. Shemai was Egyptian. At the end, it doesn't matter the color of your skin. Shemai was Egyptian.
It just doesn't matter. 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 It just doesn't matter.
Hey guys, so I've been running my Egyptian jewelry brand for about 3 years now, and if you've been following me on TikTok, you know that every time a TikTok goes viral where I mention that I'm Egyptian, I get a lot of hate. And it's I don't know, I'm laughing, it's not funny, it's serious. Yeah, I get a lot of hate, and it is from Egyptians telling me that I'm not Egyptian, which is fun. It's what everyone wants to hear. In the beginning, I used to get really upset. I didn't even know that we had a slur for black people in Egypt before I started TikTok. Like, I lived such a naive life. I remember the first time somebody used the slur on me, I literally went to my mom and I thought they were calling me like zesty, like exotic. And I went to her and I was like, what does this mean? And she was like, oh. I was like, oh. The reason I do reply to these videos now is not to say I'm upset. And it's not out of anger or like being hurt or anything like that. It's more so that we can keep this conversation in the spotlight and show people that, yeah, racism is bad in Egypt. Like, it's really bad. Like, it's awful. Something I want to make very clear. One, not all Egyptians are racist, so don't come in the comments being like, Egyptians are the worst, blah, 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 because no. So this is the thing. The racism I get is from Egyptians back home, not in the diaspora. But the Egyptians back home are well aware that black Egyptians exist. They know about Nubians, they know about Aswan, like they know that darker skinned Egyptians are around, more so than Egyptians in the diaspora. But the thing is, we are not represented. They're used to seeing white Egyptians represent them, even on TikTok. And I have not seen Egyptians that look like me with a platform on TikTok. So when they see a dark-skinned Egyptian being successful and claiming to be Egyptian, no way. The audacity of this girl to try and claim that she's Egyptian, because we don't let people like you succeed. One time, somebody tried to apologize for the racism I experienced in Egypt by saying, but I mean, don't be upset about the racism. It's just because they don't expect Nubians to do well. Like, are we sure that's how we would apologize? So I'm just hoping by me continually bringing these videos to the spotlight, maybe other people can start talking about racism too that it is in Egypt, because I know that every single Egyptian is aware of the racism in Egypt. Not one Egyptian can come and tell me that there isn't racism in Egypt and it's not a huge problem, because they would be lying. For Ramadan? But yeah, so I'm gonna keep making these videos just to make sure that this conversation doesn't stop and that it is something that we can work towards solving.
What's your thoughts? Please be respectful with your comments. Also, please click the like, click the notification bell, and subscribe to this channel.
Listen, Genesis chapter 11 verse 10 explains the genealogy of Shem. Shem was a black man in Africa. If you repeat this back, Genesis 14 verse 13, Abraham steps on the scene. Being a descendant of Shem, which is a fact, means Abraham too was Abraham, born in the city of a black man called Nimrod, grandson of Ham. Ham had 4 sons. One was named Canaan. Here, let me do some explaining. Abraham, Isaac was Jacob had 12 sons, for real, and these were the children of Israel. According to Genesis chapter 10, these were the children of Israel, according to Genesis chapter 10. These were the children of Israel, according to Genesis chapter 10.